Shalom to you, like giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakudash, and giving double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone. Well, peace and salutations to the elect. Yahweh is the true, almighty, and powerful name of the Heavenly Father. Bahashem is in the name. Yahweh Shai is the only begotten Son of the Heavenly Father. This is pure name in the Paleo Hebrew, who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ, or normally called Jesus Christ and Yeshua Christ. But your name is Yahweh Shai, which means he's the deliverer for the nation of Israel. By Shemar Kakodash, name of Spirit Holy. Shemar Mappa and Mappa, giving double honor to the elder apostles, the great millstone. If I haven't said that, coming with this news. All right, this is the news. So you have it. Donald Trump been on a mission. A serious mission, and the media is having a frenzy, a crazy frenzy, man, because this is all what a lot of these different Americans wanted to see. Primarily you that are on the far are from conservatives, you traditionalists, mostly Edomites that are for pro yourselves. Okay, that want America for yourself, and you want to take out pretty much those that are useless, which are those that haven't paid for their stay, or even regardless if they haven't have their stay here and paid for it, and they don't want, of course, you here anymore. Okay, because they're seeing, of course, the fall of their country, and they're giving you the blame of how come their jobs are being taken, to other people. Okay, they can't bid on it because you can pay a migrant under the table less money than somebody that is actually a union-backed worker. Okay, and that's a loss for them. Because he wants everything. The scriptures tell you how he's a covetous man. And you read that in the book of Habakkuk. It's the second chapter, Habakkuk 2. It says, yeah, also because he transgresses by wine, he is a proud man, neither keep it at home, who enlarges his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied. But gather unto him all nations, and heap it unto him all people. And in the midst of this man having this insatiable and the desire, he gathered you, and then now he's coming to deport you and to put hell on you, to imprison you. Okay? That's what's going on. You have his desire, which is Napash, which goes into Napashwa, which means his soul in the Hebrew, meaning the seat of appetites. That what he want. Okay, Napash is the Hebrew word right there. Okay, and then you have his desires as hell. All right, the grave or shot wall. Okay, hey, as the earth is so big, shot a wall. Okay, you could bury bodies forever. Okay. Talks about, I gotta get that scripture in the Proverbs. It talk about how the grave. See if I can find this. It's in Proverbs. I believe it's Proverbs chapter 30 and 16. It says the grave. It's like, I'll read a bit above. This is the book of Proverbs chapter 30 and 15. It says, the horse leech hath 2 daughters, crying, give, give. There are 3 things that are never satisfied. Yeah, 4 things say not, it is enough. Now, looking into that word, never satisfied, we should look la'ah, tha, shabai, nah. Alright, going back to shabai, and shabai goes into being full or satisfied. Okay? To be sated, to be filled. Okay? La'ah means no or not. Okay? It's not much, right? So going on, it says the grave. So the grave is which is shawwal, which we can see if that word is there. Shawwal, which is the grave. Okay. Sha'awal, sha'awala, sha'a, second character, wa is the third character, and a la character. All together, sha'awal. Okay. The grave. Okay. The grave, never satisfied. And the barren womb. Why? Because that barren womb is seeking to get prego, or to conceive, to take in seed. Okay. The earth that is not filled with water. Okay. And the fire that saith not, it is enough. Okay. NLT, it just states them straight up, man. The grave, the barren womb, the thirsty desert, and the blazing fire, man. Okay? Straight. So, that's how this man's appetite is. Okay? His soul is. Napashwa, his soul. Alright, soul his. It's unsatisfiable, man. Okay? So don't try to look for Esau to be satisfied. Even when he get rid of all these different migrants, he's still not going to be satisfied. Because remember, the scriptures say that, behold, in the verse that he are back, it says, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Okay, this man got all people and he's still not satisfied. These people have worked, cooked and cleaned, and picked up the trash, built up businesses, worked the business, farm the crops, plant the crops, sell the crops, and he's not happy. Pay his rent, not happy. It's not enough. That's E. Okay? So, when you see right here, Colombia backs down over deportation flights after Trump's tariff threat. This is heavy because they had, of course, a aircraft that had a U.S. aircraft that was deporting migrants, right? And you have it that they would refuse them to, basically dropping them off, being within their territories, etc. Well, Trump then came back with issuing threatening a tariff. Okay, at least the tariff, we gonna go into it of the percentage. I remember 20 being in the numbers. If it's 20 or 25, I gotta check. But they used a threat of basically taxing them, okay, on their goods, okay, sanctions, to get them to comply. Fair use warning. This I don't only in this footage for educational purposes only. And again, like I said, you got E running about with the ICE, Immigration Custom Enforcement, and the various agencies that are going to come as a collaborative movement in accomplishing that. Because this take collaborative efforts to be able to do. And ICE themselves don't have that many. You know, you can probably look up how many ICE agents is there. But within these different municipalities, these cities, these states, they have to actually allocate these other and people within the law enforcement to assist with this. Okay? With the amount of alleged migrants, which migrants just mean animals, that are in America, it's like, how could they just do it with just them a little bit? But anyway, going on, this is what the media is showing you.
Donald Trump's mass deportation came to a house in Chicago.
Fair use warning. I don't only in this footage channel for news and any of the various news outlets I use in this video. This is not for This is not for any monetary gain. This is for educational purposes only.
Yesterday, where police took 2 men into custody, part of a wide-ranging crackdown across the Windy City, as the new president makes good on his promise to round up and kick out alleged illegal migrants and send them home to countries across Latin America. But it was this footage of migrants shuffling in shackles, being unloaded in Brazil from the US, that
they coming from everywhere, so don't think, hey, they going everywhere, okay? And this is still your alleged taxpayer dollars being spent, so don't think that this is just free. This is still your taxpayer dollars going to, I guess, hard at work, because you don't want them here. Most of the Edomites don't want them here, okay? They wanted to see all E, okay? So-called wheat.
It caught the attention of Colombia's president, who in turn refused migrant planes headed to his country too.
So, hey, you know, they the same tribe. That's tribe of Asher, Ashar being happy. Okay? They are part of the 12 tribes of Israel, okay?
A migrant is not a criminal and must be treated with the dignity.
This is in the quote of this particular president, I believe, of Colombia, Gustavo Petro.
That a human being deserves, President Petro said on X. That is why I returned the US military planes that were carrying Colombian migrants. But he quickly incurred the wrath of President Trump, who said on his Truth Social platform 2 repatriation flights were not allowed to land in Colombia. So in retaliation, he announced emergency 25% tariffs.
There you go. We will put it right. We will charge you. If you don't comply, we will charge you. $25% on any of your goods that's coming into the United States. In 1 week, that will be raised to 50%, from 25% to 50%. 50%. And then you got to look at, obviously, how these different nations, their money is have a lack of buying power because of the United States having that global U.S. dollar having the global reserve currency status. They wouldn't be able to really profit that much, okay? This is gonna lead them more into poverty, man, okay? And what this would be is what? The hammer of the earth coming down, all right? Real quick, this is Habakkuk chapter 2 and 13. And I actually too, I can even bounce around, man. This is Habakkuk 2:8. It says, "Because thou, being Esau, Edom, has spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee," and that's what's ultimately what's going to happen. Okay, the people are going to spoil thee. It says, "Because of men's blood and for the violence in the land of the city and all that dwell therein. Woe to him that coveteth, and evil coveteth to his house, America, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil." Okay, and E want to be like as if he can't be judged, but he is going to be judged. Okay, as it says, as it say, the Lord will not at all quit the wicked. Okay, going down, it says, "Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood and establish a city by iniquity." That's America. Okay, which the tribes have been in slavery here and been enslaved here. Okay, even if you work, you're a slave. That's employees being slave. It says Habakkuk chapter 2:13, "Behold, is it not the Lord Yahweh of hosts, the Lord of armies, that the people shall labor in the very fire, and the people shall weary themselves for vanity?" And it's like people are working for for nothing. Okay. It says, "Has not the Lord Yahweh of heavenly armies promised that the wealth of nations will turn to ashes? They work so hard, but in vain, all in vain." That's what they got there. Okay. But going further, because a nation it had to have that much power, they must be, of course, leading. You have it where there's a statement that the golden age of America has been basically declared. A golden age has just begun. Okay? YouTube.
It is my.
I don't even want to play it because they got the music. But Donald Trump said, a quote, "We will stand bravely, dream boldly, and nothing will stand in our way because we are Americans," or Edomites. "The future is ours, and our golden age has just begun." And that's what President Donald J. Trump has stated. Okay? With a proud look on his face, signing all these executive orders. Okay? A golden age has just begun. Okay? And what this is entailed with, cutting off a lot of people and kicking people out and putting them, of course, into holdings, getting waging war, as he have it, stating that, different, of course, criminal gangs are now T's or heiress, okay? But even you countries, they're coming at you, okay? 25% to 50% tariff on like y'all goods that be coming into America. Hey, that's ugh.
On all goods, a travel ban, and
Let me get this too. This is Jeremiah chapter 50, and it says here. It says, "How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon, which is America, become desolate among the nations?" Okay? And that hammer, that whole earth is America, man. Okay, you have the Hebrew word for hammer is patayash, all right, or patyash, which just mean a hammer. And what do you do as a hammer? Figurative as Babylon being a destroyer. Okay? a devastator. If somebody give you a come with and talking about a 25% tariff on your goods, and then in a week time putting it up to 50% tariff, aren't you as it went again? Let me read that again. A destroyer or a destructor that's gonna mess up your economy. Okay, where you have it, for many of these nations, like you have it with Asher. It talks about how they will have the blessing. That's in Genesis 49 of these various goods, okay, that coming out, these natural resources that's coming up out of it, okay. It says Genesis 49 and 20, out of Asher his bread shall be fat, and he shall yield royal dainties, you know, and out of in them territories over there, Brazil, you have it, Colombia, 12 tribes, 12. Let me get the chart real quick. You have it with from the Asher is the tribe, which means happy, is Colombia to Uruguayans, right? And then you just go on a world map. You know, you could just check out Colombia to Uruguay, okay, and you get those, all right. You have mostly all these different people over here is within them territories is Asher, you know, and that was a prophecy, okay, that beheld one of the sons of Israel, which is Jacob, one of his 12 sons, okay, Asher, okay, where they would be in the last days and such. You got other tribes that's all scattered up in there too, but you know, you have it where Colombia to Uruguay is, you have it, you know, the Asherites or Ashar, okay. And out of these countries, them territories come so much powerful, useful natural resources. Oil. Venezuela got one of the highest oils reserved in the world, man. You know, Brazil got all types of precious stones and metal. You know, yeah, you know, and then y'all trying to put taxes or tariffs on them. That is your hammer earth at play right there. Okay, we can look even to Colombia natural resources. They got gold, emeralds, coal, petroleum, nickel, copper. Okay. Their major exports of Colombia is coffee, that Colombian coffee, the coal, the flowers, commodities. Colombia's main export, making up petroleum is their main export. It makes up a 45%, almost half of their exports. All right, you got coal, coffee, export unroasted and not decaffeinated coffee. Flowers, okay, the second largest exporter of cut flowers in the world. You think about the different forests out there, okay. You got gems, precious metals, trees, plastics, fruits, nuts, all of that, animal, all of these goods, electrical machinery and equipment, sugar, confectionery. Colombia's top export destination include United States, Panama, Netherlands, India, and Brazil. And you know also what they want, Donald Trump want to do is he want to do something with Panama, with the whole canal and stuff. Take that Okay. With the Panama, because that was a big stuff with that. Retake the Panama Canal. Okay. That's another thing. Reclaim it. There's a lot of money that went with that. It's a critical waterway. It's like a straight. But yeah, man. So it's a lot going on, man. Our canal. It's a lot going on. We're gonna go back to this.
Immediate visa revocations.
So he said a travel ban. They would make you Colombians not be able to come over here. Revoke your visas, your visas that give you the permission to grant you to come be able to be within the United States. All right. Government official, allies, and supporters. Okay, that's what they have here.
Promising these measures are just the beginning. Several hours of back and forth posturing ensued before finally the White House declared victory. The government of Colombia has agreed to all of President Trump's terms, the press secretary said. Today's events make clear to the world that America is respected again.
And like I say, this just show you the power of that hegemony of influence, the military, the might, the political might, okay, that influence that America has, okay, and to be able to put these people in subjection and make them do it, and be able to make it where you cannot even negotiate with them, okay. This is what it is. You can't fight against it, and that speaks a lot. Okay, so that's a very good subject. I really am interested into that some more, but it's a lot going on. Like, this is just like prophetic heaven. I would say, prophetic heaven, man. It says, this is Revelation chapter 17 and 4. It says, you read it, or if you want. I'm just gonna go right here to. I'll start at the top slide. It says, and there came one of the seven angels which had the seven vials, and talked to me, saying unto me, come thither, I will show you the judgments of that great whore, being America, that sitteth upon many waters, the waters being obviously the people, right? The nations. Revelation 17:15. He said unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth, are peoples, multitudes, and nations, and tongues. Okay? And America is that was riding. Okay? Come hither, I will show you the judgment of that great whore that sitteth upon many waters, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. Okay, and a lot of these nations, have profited off of being in league with America, whether it's by force or not. Okay? But now, you're really seeing so much how they play unfair, and they always play unfair. So he carried me away in the spirit of the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet colored beast. This woman being America, the beast being, of course, NATO. All right, full of the names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. Okay, 7 heads going representing the 7 major governments that, of course, Esau has ruled with. All right, you have the French, the Spanish, the British, the Greeks, the Romans, Germaner Major and Germaner Minor. That's 7. And you have the 10 horns, which represent, of course, the European Union, okay, formerly the European Economic Community, the 10 Common Markets back in ancient Rome. But they're back here, and America has that hammer, man. Okay? And it says, and the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abomination and filthiness of her fornication, man. It said this place was decked with gold, precious stone, and pearls. Okay? And when you go into what's that, Revelation, is that 18? How it talk about how this Revelation 18 and 7, how much she, being America, right, had glorified herself and lived deliciously. Okay? So much torment and sorrow give her, which that's the ultimate judgment for America, which is nuclear destruction, fire from the chariots, the Lord coming to judge this place. For she, which he's gonna use the allies, like those different EU nations too. Obviously, you got obviously Russia, North country, yeah, you know, and different allies aligned with Russia and stuff to shoot missiles on this place. Okay, but going on, that's what the World War III, Valley of Battle of Armageddon, the Valley of Armageddon, Armageddon, the Valley of Troops. Okay, but it says, for she has said, I sit a queen, and I am no widow, and I shall see no sorrow. And that's how proud this place is, not seeing a major conflict on a scale of be like, wow, anybody can't take me back. They can't take me out. Okay? But this place has been seen, like you have, of course, the different wars like that, but that's, America's still here. Okay? We oh yeah, you have Saki, and pardon me if I haven't forgot to mention with the, what is it, with the seven heads, if I didn't mention Britain, I gotta double check if I haven't. I don't remember mentioning the British, but that's what America come out of. That's their mother. But let me see something. Yeah, so I'm just go the seven heads are Germainer Major, Germainer Minor, the French, the Spanish, the British, the Greeks, okay, and the Romans. Okay, I just want to make sure, because I don't recall. I want to make sure everything is on point. Okay. But yeah, man, so, you know, this place, how much she has glorified herself and lived deliciously, and mainly they glorify and live deliciously go back to living luxurious, going back to the Greek, which is straight nael, which goes into to be wonton. You can be in America and have everything at a button's touch, where it's different than other countries. And most people live with undisciplinedly spurging on goods in which they get from these other countries. Everything is built mostly and brought from other countries. And America profits off of that, capitalizing on these cheap costs that they get the things, buying in bulk and not having to pay for the labor for it. Okay? They pay a great discount on getting all these things. All right? So it says she has glorified doxale, or doxazo, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, goes into being magnified, to celebrate, having luster, okay, to cause dignity and worth of something to become manifest and acknowledged. And everybody look at Babylon the Great, America, and look at how the nations have acknowledged America, how they have to bow down and comply to all of the various terms of agreement when it comes to what American imperialism holds and what their interests hold. Okay, which they taking everything back. Esau trying to take everything back. Okay, if he don't, he feel, even though he has the whole earth in subjection, and he had the earth been given unto the hand of the wicked, he want everything. Okay, so let me go back to this.
To the world that America is respected again. It was the unprecedented use of military planes to deport migrants that so angered the Colombian president.
Yeah, and they used military planes. What's that? To show the force and might. Okay? Why couldn't they just use regular planes? No, military planes.
But ultimately, it was the threat of tariffs on Colombian goods like coffee that forced him to capitulate. Their public spat, no doubt a taste of things to come, since Trump has threatened to slap tariffs on any country that doesn't bend to his will, even if those tariffs hurt American consumers with increased prices. The president has made clear that immigrants are going home, no matter the cost.
And that's it, man. So, hey, hopefully you're edified by the lesson. I'm going to stay on these topics, yeah, as we supposed to do as the Watchmen. Shalom to the elect.